From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Coming up next is Live at 5 on WCTE PBS and its streaming platforms to provide updates on communities throughout Central Tennessee.
Welcome to WCTE's Live at 5. I'm Avery Hutchins, and I will be your host today for this episode. I appreciate you tuning in today and watching. We've got a great lineup, a couple of guests in the studio to talk to you and give you some great updates in our region in the Upper Cumberland. So again, thank you for joining us. The lady to the right here, Shan Stout. Many of you may be familiar with Shan and her work around the Smithville Fiddler Jamboree, which WCTE has been a part of for 30
many.
years.
I think it's rolling into 40s now.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
What is that? When you're having fun, it just flies.
Oh, yes. Time flies when you're having fun.
But Shan has recently taken a new position, and it's with the Cookeville Putnam County Chamber of Commerce as the new Director of Tourism.
I'm so excited about this role. Thank you very much. It has been a whirlwind month. So I'm still a rookie. I'm still a newbie, but we hit the ground running because like so many roles, there's no training for it. You just get in there and you put on your gloves.
I don't know what you're saying, Shan. You have been trained from the beginning. I think your mom is
That's a good point.
In the biz.
There is tourism in my genetics and the DNA automatically built in. Yeah. Mom is the executive director of the Smithville DeKalb County Chamber of Commerce, and I've been assisting her along with my former role in marketing with Ascension St. Thomas. And so this was really just no matter what you're marketing, it's just a really lovely subject. I mean, marketing tourism, marketing people's spare time, fun things to do in the time they have that is off hours from their jobs and the other responsibilities of life. You can't get any better than that. It's really a dream role for me. So I'm just having a great time. And it's
so at least now you're getting paid for the work.
It is. I always said you look at what someone is passionate about by seeing what they do in their spare time.
Absolutely.
And I have been marketing the Upper Cumberland and this area for so many years for free that it is very exciting that now that is my profession, and I couldn't work for a better group of people. And we actually have not just the tourism end, but we have a visitors bureau, and most people don't know that includes a gift shop. So for the people that don't know, we've not even been there a year yet, and 113 West Broad. But for all of the locals, if you find Cream City and look to your right, we're right next door.
So what would you find at a visitors bureau, convention visitor bureau gift shop?
Well, I'm going to tell you, my first day on the job was not cheap for me. I bought a lot of things, including some beautiful handmade jewelry. There are T-shirts. There are pillows. There are things for your pets. We actually added a new line of different salsas and dips. And the good thing is anything you buy in there, we support local craftsmen, local businesses. So our suppliers and merchants, anything you purchase is a Putnam County item. And so you're supporting local just by spending money with us. And you'll also find hundreds of brochures, maps, all kinds of tourist information. And that's not just for people coming in. We had people from Ohio last week. Wow. And, Taylor, Taylor Plush is our Visitors Bureau manager. And she will ask you, where are you from? Are you local? Did you travel here? And kind of get the lowdown. Yeah. And this family from Ohio said, hey, we're here visiting a relative and we have a couple days. What can we do? And she starts pulling all the information from the wall and saying, what age are your kids? And just such a wonderful service that we can help the people that come. But for locals, sometimes you don't know everything that Putnam County has to offer. And they find out new stuff. They're like, hey, my kids are older now. What can we do in Putnam County and what's free? That's a big question.
Absolutely. So, well, I think that is a question we often ask, and it's a beautiful day today. We know some things, right?
Oh, yes.
But there's those hidden treasures still out there
So
that can be
many.
explored. And the gift shop, it would be great for locals if you're looking for that unique gift for somebody.
Mother's Day is coming, and
How about Saint
we have a
Marketer?
whole line of Mother's Day things for mom. So it's an easy one-stop shop. Right
Absolutely. And you're supporting local business right here in the Upper Cumberland
love
or
it.
in Putnam County for that matter. Okay, so tell us about what does it mean to be a director of tourism?
Well, as the director of tourism, I wear a lot of hats, but the biggest role that I have is we want to generate tourism coming from outside in. So we're bringing large groups of people here to shop, stay in our hotels, spend their money, and go back home. So that's pretty much what we're doing. Right now, we're looking at, we have things like agricultural events. The Dorper Sheep Show is coming, and that will bring several hundred people to our area, and we help facilitate booking the hotels, potentially working with room blocks, getting discounts, that sort of thing. And also
So group travel.
Oh, lots of group travel.
Okay.
Sporting events that come in.
And where are they coming from? Nashville, Knoxville?
Everywhere,
Okay.
everywhere. We have some international tournaments that have reached out to us. So we're looking at rugby tournaments.
Okay.
So things where people come across the United States. And the thing that's easy to sell about Cookeville right now is in the past, a lot of these tournaments happened in Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga, larger cities.
Yep.
Well, now the larger cities are congested, the traffic and the lodging is very expensive. Parents do not like it. They don't like to bring their kids and spend $1,000 for them to play travel sports. They'd rather spend $300 or $400. And so they also don't want to sit in traffic and worry they can't make it to the tournament in time. We have all of that, and our facilities are beautiful, and some of them are brand new.
So we do have several new ones. So that is nice.
It's a no-brainer, and we have so many soccer fields. I mean, there's just a lot of assets to be able to bring in families, and then while they're here, we say, hey guys, this is what you can do in your spare time.
That's fantastic. And who knew? I mean, I feel like the roads are a little more crowded, but these days in Cookeville.
Not if you drive to a big
not
city.
If you go to Nashville.
Traffic is always moving.
Yeah. So we're always moving. And we are going to move just now to a break, and we're going to be right back with Shan.
WCTE's Great TV Auction is May 31st through June 12th. All of the behind-the-scenes action is underway, and we need your help. Join in on all the fun by becoming a donation solicitor. For more information, please contact Miranda Maynard via email or call 931-528-2222.
My name is Donna Matson, Director of Human Resources and Business Operations with WCTE PBS. Did you know the broadcasting industry in Tennessee is thriving and offers exciting career opportunities? WCTE has immediate openings for your consideration. Benefits include health, dental, vision, life, retirement, sick time, vacation, holidays, and AFLAC. Visit WCTE.org. Come join our team.
Welcome back to WCT's Live at 5. Like I mentioned, we're here with Shan Burklow from Shan Stout.
Oh my gosh, names.
I knew I was going to do that.
That's
Shan
okay.
Stout.
That's because we're old friends, Avery.
I know.
You've been through all the name changes with me. It's true.
Well, me too, for that matter. But Shan, you were just telling us all about all the things that are going to be happening here in Putnam County as the Director of Tourism. But there was few more things that you wanted to add.
So right around the corner. Yep. Okay. May Market, May 6th and 7th at Leslie Town Center. It's going to be wonderful. Lots of vendors, lots of things to buy, see, shake hands. They're going to give away some samples and so many. I saw the list of door prizes. I'm going to put it this way. There are so many door prizes. They're concerned how much time it's going to take to give them away.
And these are local businesses or businesses, and they're selling their products or services.
Everything you can imagine is going to be at May Market. So if you're looking for something in particular and something unique, you'll want to be there.
Is it sort of like the winter one that they have around Christmas time?
It's very similar, but we're bringing in some new vendors, and it is going to be a packed house. So it's a lot of fun and a lot of shopping. So bring your wallet.
And a big bag. That's right. And then, May, Memorial Day weekend, and we've got, what is it called? Run for the Wall.
Run for the Wall. Now, this is a beautiful event.
We're not literally running.
We're not running. No one has to run. That's my favorite part. There is no running involved. But But here's what happens on May 23rd. That is a Monday evening at 4:30. We're asking the community to line South Jefferson. And if you have a flag, you can wave a flag. We're going to be passing those out for free as well. And there are going to be 320 veterans and veteran supporters that will be riding motorcycles down South Jefferson to First Street, straight to Leslie Town Center, where we're going to honor them as they have been riding from California, a 10-day journey to Washington, D.C., to go to the Vietnam Memorial and pay their respects. And they call it Run for the Wall. This is our 8th year to host this event, and we are the only overnight stop in the state of Tennessee. So it's very important. They will stop here. They will stay. Our hotels will take real good care of them, and we're going to feed them a wonderful dinner and hand out some awards and help them have a good time. Governor Bill Lee is going to be speaking virtually at the event, and Daly and Vincent will be performing their patriotic song and saying a special message virtually as well. And then we'll have live entertainment there too.
Wow. Did you say how many? Did I miss how many?
320.
320.
It will be like a
stay
parade
off
of
Jefferson.
motorcycles. Yes, we want you to stand on the sidelines and cheer and wave.
Yeah, don't find yourself in that area, but standing and waving. Okay, so we have about 4 minutes left, and you have been involved with something that's really exciting for WCT and for the Upper Cumberland, which is a new show that's going to be premiering on the 19th of May called Wish You Were Here. It's a tourism show that's going to really feature and highlight all those unique stops and places and experiences that you can get when you come to the Upper Cumberland. Tell me what you've been working on.
I call it adventure hosting,
okay,
because it's not like you're interviewing people and just standing there. You're
Right.
actively involved. And so literally we went to the Alvin C. York Festival and the Memorial Shootout, and I got to shoot a long rifle, load the black powder, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
There's going to be paddle boarding coming up. And I understand, paddle boarding, the fun of it is that you're trying to stay on the board, but eventually you fall off.
Now, did you do that?
I'm not telling.
Oh, okay.
It's top secret information, Avery. I'm just saying that when I get wet, I look like a drowned poodle.
Uh-oh.
So it's
So you
worth
gave
a
it to
watch.
somebody else to do.
No, I'm not. I'm not disclosing any more information. That's all I'm saying.
To be determined.
But it's been wonderful. We have seen and eaten and enjoyed all these wonderful people across the Upper Cumberland, and it really is a different show than what we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
It is very hands-on, very interactive, and I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It makes me nervous. I've not seen it yet, so
Well, I know
I'll be
we're
watching with you.
Yeah, right. We've already shot the first episode, which again will premiere May 19th at 8:00 at night. You'll be able to catch that first premiere, and then of course we'll encore that show a couple times, and then we'll have a new show in June. So it's a monthly new show that is going to feature all those fabulous things in the Upper Cumberland.
And I've made so many new friends. It's just been lovely.
Yeah.
I've appreciated the opportunity. And if I embarrass myself, well, all the more entertainment
Yeah,
for
right.
you.
Exactly. I did catch a little glimpse of Rafferty in the fish hatchery. So that's all I'm going to say. You got
I
to,
hear there was a little fiasco. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that too.
yeah. So, a little twist on some, nothing new. Tourism isn't new to our community, but what we really want to do to the viewer and allow for the viewer to see is all the things that's going on, and that stargazing or honeybee viewing or collecting honey or lavender fields or buffalo fields are all those great things.
Oh, yes.
And
From the
people,
low key to the high energy, we're covering it all.
you don't have to skydive to enjoy
No,
this
and
area.
we're experiencing it with you. We're asking the questions that you would ask because this is new to us as well. So we go in and we just ask the questions and just have a great time.
Yeah, it's really great. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that, the 19th of May. Wish you were here. Shan, we're getting ready to wrap up this segment, but there is ways that they can find out more information about what you're doing with the Putnam County or Cookeville Putnam County Chamber of Commerce and the tourism. Where can they find that?
Absolutely. Join our Facebook page, Visit Cookeville TN, and also our Instagram. And you can go to visitcookvilletn.com, and we have our community calendar. And you can also look for free activities for families, fun things to do in Putnam County. Look at our blog and look at the pictures and all the great information from our hospitality hospitality vendors.
Right. So if you have a bored weekend, that's nobody's fault but your own, right?
That's right.
We have lots to offer you here in the Upper Cumberland. Thank you, Shan, for being on today for Live at 5. And thank you for joining us. We will be right back with the next segment. Thank you.
Welcome to your April PBS Passport Update. I'm Josh Deepen with WCTE PBS. In case you missed it, Sanditon Season 2 will be available only on Passport after it broadcasts. Simply log in, sit back, and catch up. If you're hungry for some nail-biting British content, both seasons of Cobra, a show about cyber warfare in modern-day London, are streaming only on Passport. Fun fact, if you've got an April birthday, that's something you have in common with none other than Loretta Lynn. The famous coal miner's daughter singer-songwriter discusses her life and career in My Story in My Words on a Passport-exclusive special. Spring is in full swing. Get in touch with your artistic side and paint some landscapes alongside Bob Ross by streaming the best of the joy of painting. Other popular PBS series available on Passport include Great Performances, Austin City Limits, and America's Test Kitchen. If you're a Nicola Walker fan, star of such shows like Unforgotten, you'll love her new show, available for streaming only on Passport. The brand new series Annika features Walker as a detective with a troubled work life and as a troubled mother at home. This show is highly anticipated and not available for broadcast, so if you want to watch it, log on and start streaming on or after the April 17th premiere. Lastly, Benjamin Franklin, a new documentary by Ken Burns, premieres this month. If you missed the broadcast, then you can catch up with a Passport membership benefit starting April 25th. Franklin's fascinating life as an ambassador, inventor, and founding father is nothing if not incomparable. Watch that and many other Ken Burns specials on Passport. If you're not yet a member of WCTE PBS and are interested in becoming one, head to wcte.org/passport for information on how to sign up, or scan the QR code below using your smartphone or tablet. That's it for the April PBS Passport Update. I'm Josh Deepen. Happy spring and keep streaming.
Welcome back to this segment of Live at 5. I'm Avery Hutchins, and with me I have Noah McKay. Welcome.
Thank you, Avery. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. So Noah, I mean, you are living the dream, right? Doing what you went to school to do.
I'm living the American dream here at the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Yeah, indeed. I didn't always know it'd be my dream, but it has turned that way, and it's working out really well, and we're having a lot of fun.
So you didn't start out in Putnam County or in the Upper Cumberland. You moved here to go to college.
Yes,
Tell me about that.
I was actually born in Murfreesboro, and but I have a lot of Upper Cumberland roots. My parents both went to Tech. That's where they met. Virtually all my aunts and uncles went to Tech as well. So I spent a lot of time in Cookeville growing up, and then time to pick a college, and Tennessee Tech was.
They weren't going to let you have it any other way, right?
It was from the jump. As soon as Tech's acceptance letter came in, it was pretty clear that was where I was going to end up going to school.
That's right. Well, it's funny how that happens, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
So you decided to go to Tennessee Tech, and you majored in journalism.
I majored in communications with an emphasis in journalism.
Okay.
Not wanting to be a journalist at all.
Okay.
I wanted to be a lawyer, and I didn't really feel called to do any pre-law sort of thing. And I was thinking, well, communication, that's a good way into becoming a lawyer. And I had a great instructor at Tech. Her name was Christine Sieber. And I always thought I was a terrible writer. And she goes, have you ever thought about being a journalist? And I was like, no. She said, you should think about it. And I was, okay. But, growing up, I had wanted to be a lawyer, and I was all into sports. And so sports were my hobby. And she goes, and she was talking to Scott Wilson, who was the sports editor at the Herald Citizen at the time here in Cookeville. And he was looking for somebody to come and cover a couple of games. And she said, hey, do you want to go and write about sports? And
why not?
Let's check it out. And from that point on, I realized I could get paid to go and watch sports and write about them. That I fell in love from there.
That was your hook right there. So you communications, got a degree, then you started a career in it, right?
Absolutely.
So where did you started at the Herald Citizen?
I started with the Herald. I freelanced with the Herald Citizen, and some freelancers do a couple of times, a month or so. I was pretty much every day I was out writing for the Herald Citizen, and there's a lot of really great relationships in the community. And one of them was with David Little, who owned the Upper Cumberland Reporter at the time. And a lot of people know him as Coach Little. He was a principal at Cookeville High School, a coach there. He's been involved in the community forever, and started the Upper Cumberland Reporter. And when I was graduating from Tech, about to graduate, he said, "Hey, let's sit down and talk." And I said, okay. And I came by his house, and he said, "I want to start live streaming games, and I want you to do it."
Wow.
And I said, "Well, sir, I've never done that before in my life, but sure, let's do it." And that's how I got started at the Upper Cumberland Reporter. And then it's kind of been an evolution since there to get where we are.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, right?
It doesn't.
Until.
So it started out just live streaming, calling games, and we were doing it we went to a middle school game, and we had a little iPad out, and I was turning the iPad manually with a gaming headset. And then we grew that and got named broadcast director, and we grew that even further. And then COVID hit. And in the middle of COVID, we had a conversation, and he decided to actually take on some more responsibilities. And I got promoted to COO, and then expanded, of course, beyond the sports and live streams and such. And I did that for a year and a half, and we had a lot of success thanks to the community and people tuning in, being able to show a light on the student athletes in the Upper Cumberland, because there's so many great ones.
There is.
And we pride ourselves on putting the light on them. And then
you even made a couple of appearances on Live at 5.
I did.
Right?
We did the sports wrap up for several weeks. That was a lot of fun to be on this show and do that and kind of tell people about what's going on in the community here. And a couple of months ago, Justin Matheney, who is a great friend of mine and who played football at Cookeville and at Tennessee Tech and coached there as well. And I had a couple of, and he had some conversations with Mr. Little and David, and it just kind of worked out. And now we ended up purchasing it a month and a half ago or so. And so now we're co-owners of the Upper Cumberland Reporter, and that's brought along a whole lot of fun stuff that we've been able to do over the last little bit.
Who knew, right?
I did not expect it. So in a span of 6 years, from being a lawyer to now co-owning the Upper Cumberland Reporter, definitely not going to be a lawyer, and I am very okay with that situation.
Both feet in.
Both feet in, all the way.
Okay.
Indeed.
Well, that seems like a big responsibility, right? I mean, you're reporting, you're bringing news to the Upper Cumberland, but I know you have vision for it. So share with us maybe what the viewers, the readers can see more of.
I kind of hit on it a little bit. We have a passion for showing off what the student athletes in our community are doing. We have 13 schools that we cover throughout the Upper Cumberland, from Crossville up to Salina, and we do it in various ways. We have a couple of great reporters, Kaylee Means and Rusty Ellis. Rusty's my sports director. Kaylee does sales and is a sports reporter as well. They do an awesome job with the written coverage and stuff, and we live stream games. And so we try to put a spotlight. And we used to say we want to give kids the spotlight that kids in other towns get, the Nashville, the Knoxville, the world. We want to give them the best coverage that anybody gets. We want to be the standard.
They've got grandparents at home or family that maybe couldn't make it to the game, and this is an opportunity for them to get to see that.
And we stream them all on our Facebook page. We're up to 4 Facebook pages because we stream multiple games at a time. and the great thing about Facebook, and is, this show is streaming as well, it's not limited. It's not just in the Upper Cumberland. We have people. We did a game, and we actually went to Panama City and streamed a tournament, and there was a team, a boarding school.
You did.
We did. It was fun. It was only to stream. It was only to work.
Did you write that off?
Yeah, it was only to work. There was no fun had in Panama City, but there was a boarding school from Mississippi there, and a lot of the kids were Australian. So we had people from Australia watching the live stream.
That's fantastic.
From the Upper Cumberland Reporter based out of Cookeville. So
that is really fantastic. So you mentioned podcasts and written content,
and that's something we're really excited about. Of course, we're here in the middle of baseball, softball, soccer, the tennis season.
Oh yeah, sports. It's all over. It didn't just end in
it doesn't end. No, but of course, football is the one everybody gets excited about, and so we have a passion. We want to give back to the community. So we're starting these podcasts. So far, we have 3 schools that we're going to do it with. That's Cookeville, Upperman, Wright County. We want to do more. A weekly podcast with their football coaches, and we're going to sell ads on it. Of course, business owners say, but. Half of the ad revenue is going to go to the teams, because we really want to pour back into the teams that are allowing us to be a business that we're also trying to show a great light on. So we're really excited about that. Not only to,
it's a unique way to contribute.
Exactly. Not only to cover the kids and cover the teams and what they're doing every week, but to be able to give back into the community and so that people can, sponsor the athletes as well. It's not just an advertising check. So we're really excited about those podcasts and all the live streams we're doing and all the rest of it.
Oh my gosh, it sounds super exciting. And I know it is a need in the community, and the kids and the families appreciate that. How do people find you?
UpperCumberlandReporter.com is our website. It's more than just sports. I talked a lot about sports. We got community news, all sorts of stuff at UpperCumberlandReporter.com. Our Facebook page, search Upper Cumberland Reporter, it'll pop up. You can be our 30,000th like soon. So somebody out there watching, like the Upper Cumberland Reporter Facebook page. That's where you see our live streams and everything else. Those are the two main places where you can find us.
Okay. So if you're into sports or getting some news, that's the place to go. Is it a subscription?
It is 100% free. Okay. So everything from our stories, podcast, everything to listen to, watch is 100% free from the Upper Cumberland Reporter. So check it out.
Well, that's fun. So speaking of news, WCTE is announcing a new show that's going to start premiering the end of May.
There we go.
And it is going to be a hot topic show. We're going to cover stories that are trending around the Upper Cumberland, which you might have some ideas for us. It's going to be hosted by Michelle Price. She's with the Upper Cumberland Business Journal. She's going to be our host, but we will be collaborating with our news media around the Upper Cumberland for stories and feedback and helping us make sure that show covers all the needs that we have in the Upper Cumberland. And with that show, it's going to be called Interact. And again, it'll be premiering on May the 26th. So I hope you'll tune in for that. As we sign off today with Live at 5, this will be the last episode of Live at 5. We appreciate your tuning in and being a part of our show always. And of course, to all of our guests that made the show possible. It has been a good run. But we feel like with the changes, this new show is going to take its place, and we'll be able to bring you more in-depth coverage in the Upper Cumberland.
That'd be great.
I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching, and until next time.
Big Payback is coming soon. The annual 24-hour online giving celebration helps raise funds for nonprofits. Support WCTE PBS during the Big Payback, and your gift can help us win prizes, doubling your impact. Visit thebigpayback.org on May 4th to help support WCTE PBS.
Well, here I am. I'm back. So I might have signed off prematurely, but again, I do want to thank our viewers for tuning in. And as you saw just now, we've got great things happening here at WCTE. The Big Payback is May the 4th and 5th. That's a virtual fundraiser for people that want to support local content like the one you're seeing today, or some of the ones you'll be seeing coming up in May, like Wish You Were Here and Interact, excuse me. So I hope you will check that out as a fundraiser and support our local shows and content that way. We also have the Great TV Auction, which is going to be premiering May 31st online. So you'll be able to check out all the online items that are going to be up for auctioning, place your bids, and peruse all those sponsors that have helped make our event so successful. And then the last 5 nights of the auction, we will be doing a showcase. So I hope you'll tune in for that. And again, tell your friends and family all the great things that are out there, because there's some really great items, lots of gift certificates and businesses that have donated across the Upper Cumberland to make sure this 39th annual largest, and longest running fundraiser for WCT is successful. So make sure to tune in May 31st through June the 12th for that event. And like I mentioned, we do have 2 new shows coming up in May. We've got May the 19th with Wish You Were Here, which is a new tourism show in partnership with the Upper Cumberland Development District and many others, as well as we have Interact, which is going to be premiering at the very end of the month. So we are thankful that you have been with us during Live at 5 for these last 2 years, and we are grateful for all the sponsorship and support that we've received. We hope you will tune in to watch the new shows coming up in May, and especially Interact, which is going to help give you that deep coverage that you want in the Upper Cumberland. My name is Avery Hutchins, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Join us back for the encore on Sunday at noon. A brand new show of Live at 5 will return at 5 p.m. next Thursday. Thank you for watching.